Not so fast. Kingdahl went over to level 3 spot, which is level 4, and he's got a heart container out of the basement. Digshake, on the other hand, went to the level 1 spot, stumbled into level 7, one of the larger dungeons in the Shapes algorithm. Oh, hi, Goma. Oh, yeesh. I cannot blame Kingdahl for noping out of that room whatsoever, because that's not a room I would want any part of, not at this point. To those who run low percent, if you're able to pull that room off, hats off to you, because me, nah, I couldn't do that. Oh, look at this. Level 4 is segmented, and holy smokes, that is one heck of an ink blot. It needs a name. That's pretty rough. Meanwhile, Kindle taking on Wiz Robes and 4. These are the red ones. So if they didn't roll high, one bomb would finish them off. Unfortunately, taking a death due to where they spawn. Sometimes, for those of us who play this on emulator, don't always see where the wizards spawn until it is too late. And speaking of too late, it is too late to avoid that key block. So Digshake's got to peace out for now. Kingdahl also piecing out of level 4. Well, he's gonna pick up a medium secret, which is 28, 2 below the average, and 4 below the mean of 32, 33. Well, 4 or 5, depending on how you round it up or down. This appears to be a large secret play. Ugh, gross. And he walked right into the Lionel's den, but the wand will really help with combat here. That's a pretty good combination there, and the bomb prices rolled slightly less. Sure, 1 rupee less, but that can be all the difference if you get right down to it. Oh, this is mean. A hard required mugger room in 5, no way to bomb out. Ugh, that's gross. Meanwhile, Kingdahl has found level 1. That small key will be useful. And speaking of small keys, Digshake has one on his side, but has to deal with a four-headed Gleeok. Or a red ring or a big shield, because that is a tough matchup at that level of equipment. I don't think so. I mean, I could be wrong there, so don't quote me. Also, we've found the level 5 Triforce room. Would probably like to find a little bit more than that. Whoa, nice dodge and nice claim of the level 1 Triforce by Kingdahl. My guess is he did not like the combat of that. Maybe he's checking the white sword item to see if he can get any assistance there. As Digshake has the Triforce out of 5. Well, considering that's the ladder as your white sword item, that is a very good reason to leave. Maybe he feels that with his back against the wall that he has to make gambles like that. That was certainly an A+ gamble in terms of payoff. True, and you would have to climb it from the side of the white sword item because the Lost Hills will not let you exit any other way. Well, speaking of, Digshake's now in level 4, which Kingdahl was already in. Kingdahl was not able to do too much here, but that could be either a good thing or a bad thing. Speaking of good, that combat to clear that blue Gorilla room, very good. That is an expensive bomb upgrade. Speaking of heart containers, Digshake just found one. And there's also a bomb upgrade in level 1, quite the pricey one at 117 rupees. I'm not sure our runners are going to be able to afford that, considering this is a poverty seed. But on the plus side, it is level 1, so at least it wouldn't be too difficult to get to. But with friends like that, who needs enemies? Kingdahl now taking on a Moldorm, gets the 10th enemy as the bomb kill, and a compass for his efforts. I don't think that's Gleeok. Nah, I thought I saw a key in that room, so if that were the case, then Gleeok wouldn't have anything, and we got a Patra and 4 that Digshake wants no part of, only to walk into another Patra! Mercy! I think ADT would be a better choice than that, but I'm just saying. Because Patrick can be there at the wrong time. That's basically what I was getting at. But anyway, those red Wizrobes rolled up. So one bomb is not going to be enough. And to make this room even worse, we've got shooter turrets adding to the projectiles. And Digshake took a death. That was a very difficult room to deal with at 4 hearts green male and no way of blocking projectiles like fireballs and Wizrobe beams. And 101 rupees for keys. Currently, speaking of, Digshake is at 6. So I don't think this is going to be too much of a King E-starved seed. But now we found the candle shop. It is at the rare shop, costing 76 rupees. That price really rolled high, especially for a poverty seed. That's definitely true. Unfortunately for Digshake, he got shot by the Wizrobe beam, and that is a death, especially at his current health, because even if he were at full power on green, that's not enough, because that's still a one-hit KO. Kingdahl picking up another large secret. 60 rupees, not that great, but with the money that comes from the secrets and defeating enemies, still might be able to make something work out of that. It's just not going to be easy. It certainly is, as that gives access to the any roads. More on that in a moment, as Digshake, by virtue of clearing that red Wizrobe room in 4, comes up with the Triforce. That was a nasty Triforce room. Unfortunately, we got the news that the small secret also rolled low at 9 rupees. If the cave shuffle was on, I would not be surprised if the door repair rolled up to its max. We probably won't see that because cave shuffle is off unless you're someone like me who isn't 100% familiar with all the caves. But, hey, stranger things have happened. Digshake now has the news about the candle. And we've got, what do we have at level 2? Oh look, it's level 2. Such as it is with life and in Randomizer. Now with moblins, unlike other enemies, like gorillas, you actually have a tell for when they shoot off their projectile. And while you can block both, the tell for moblins can actually allow you to plan accordingly. Wow! Kingdahl might have hit the right order. Because right now that order to me looks like get the ladder from the white sword item, go to level 2, get the recorder. The only thing we're missing there in terms of that order, the bow and the raft. But that certainly is a bit of a right order sequence. Because you never know when you need one in a dungeon, and in this case, that it is. That is huge. Even if Digshake heads to level 2 before getting up to the white sword item, they'll still be able to grab the red ring, and that is still a huge grab, especially in a poverty seed where money is tight and you're not necessarily able to afford that blue ring. And name that ink block, but we're not going to be here much longer. Yeah, sewing machine, that certainly does look like it, as Kingdahl has the Triforce out of level 2, going 1-2 right in order to start things off. Nothing wrong with that, because there is a category in the vanilla game called Traditional Dungeon Order. That it is, and with that, Kingdahl is going to be going back in. And they seem to be tough. They must be mad that one of their own traded Link a boomerang in another time. And fans the series? Thought wrong. But then again, to be fair, that beach does have a lot of bananas. But anyway, Digshake having to be careful here. Down to 1 heart, does have enough to get the candle, but has to navigate this screen because these blue dark nuts are not going to make that easy at all. Opting for an enemy reset by ducking into the shop. I like that strategy a lot, and it paid off. Well, there go. Nice. I believe we saw a heart container here, unless I'm mistaken, so that would leave 1 item left. Oh, and he's going to be able to afford this bomb upgrade, which... that's not the best bomb upgrade, but consider this. Kingdahl was out of bombs, so that actually worked out pretty well.
So until we get Mr. Cab back, I'm actually going to jump on here with you, Leslie, just to help you out. Quite an interesting start to the seed, for sure. The ladder being at the White Sword Shop definitely has helped Kingdahl so far.
It certainly has, and ladder leading to Recorder has certainly added to his chances as well. So, Kingdahl at the moment is heading towards first quest 1. Digshake checking the item on the coast, sees it's the power bracelet. Doesn't have the ladder though, so he'll have to make a note of that. If that's something he wants, he can come back. Otherwise, it'll just stay there for all of time. So Digshake's about to head into level 2. He's not going to be able to get everything out of this dungeon because the Recorder's ladder blocked. However, he'll be able to find the red ring, which will be very helpful nonetheless.
Yeah, that red ring and that recorder are going to help out a lot. Recorder early in a seed especially just really good. Gives you that transportation between dungeons and, of course, access to the level 7 lake.
And so far, we don't have level 3, 8, or... Have we seen 6 yet? Because I feel like we haven't. Could be wrong. As Digshake gets the bad news about where the recorder is.
I don't think we've seen 6.
But as soon as he finds that ladder, I'm fairly certain he's going to go right back for it, because you have to have the recorder to finish this seed. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Yeah, Digshake's going to check the white sword item sooner or later. Probably he's going to write down, take that mental note, ladder blocked item in 2, and as soon as that recorder shows up, it's on.
You mean ladder. But either way, he's got the red ring, so now he's set on defense. That 4 hearts just became a full 16.
Knowing the location of both items, still good. Get that Triforce, get out of there.
Speaking of Triforces, Kingdahl just grabbed the Triforce out of 7.
I'm having flashbacks to that shape of level 7 and just how monstrous it was, and you have to traverse the entire mess to get there. It's a good job, Kingdahl.
Very much so. Did not find the wand out of there, but doesn't really need it. It is a nice offensive boost, but well, we'll see how it plays out. I'm sure if he finds the white sword or gets enough hearts to be able to pick up mags, then that won't be a problem.
I don't think Kingdahl has been here yet, so we're talking about getting mags. There's heart number 9. Digshake is going to go into level 1 first, armed with only 5 hearts before getting this ladder. But armed with the red ring as well.
Red ring's definitely gonna make getting through this dungeon much easier, because now the enemies, you can just, to a degree, you can just face tank right through them, as Kingdahl's in level 5. He didn't find any items here that were significant, just a Triforce, but if he does get 10 hearts while he's in this area, I'd say take a shot at mags. Because you're right here, why not?
Always take that shot at mags if you're here with enough hearts to at least say hello. Doesn't take too long. We haven't had too many races in this tournament decided by less than a minute yet. And by the way, Kingdahl picking up that second secret pays off. Gets to keep his heart containers for that potential mags play. Forgot about that mugger room, just with all the shutter doors in every direction.
Yeah, there's no bombing out of that one, unfortunately. But speaking of bombing out, Kingdahl did find a bomb hole behind that 4-headed Gleeok. Digshake was not going to be able to find that, because that is ladder blocked.
Right order seed. Not that there's much in here yet.
And it does not help that Kingdahl's getting bopped around by bubbles, has had enough of that, and is out of that room.
Digshake takes a red Wizrobe blast to the face. Even with the red ring, you don't want that to happen.
I believe that was the Triforce room as well. He is going to have to clear it at some point, but exiting for now will help because he just took a death.
Oof. We know the any key is here in 1.
I did not see which room it was in, though.
It might be this one. No, just normal key here.
Brings him up to 6. I believe it was 6 was around the time where Kingdahl did find the any key.
There's a heart in one. We probably saw that one.
We
Oof.
definitely did, and that is an interesting ink blot. Maybe some sort of spray bottle? Anyway, name it, folks.
I can see a spray bottle. I'm thinking it might be somebody sitting in a recliner.
Well, we found all 3 mugger rooms, 2 of them and 5, and 1 of them is completely worthless.
I'm gonna wait to see if we can get into this room on the left here. We know it's there on the map, but we don't have access to it yet.
I guess when they designed this level 1, they did not think of doors. Rather, 5.
Blue wizard rooms are always the worst.
That might have been the room with the NET. I'm not sure, but if I were an NET, that'd be a heck of a room to hide in. Just saying.
You're a mean any key.
Mr. Grinch.
Digshake making good use of that wand. Just still wishing it was the white sword instead, although Digshake does find a staircase here. I don't think we saw the staircase item yet, because we would have gotten excited.
Because that's the silver arrows! Digshake just saved himself a trip to the arrow shop. Kingdahl's gonna have to go back there at some point. That is a huge turning point in Digshake's favor.
Kingdahl at least has to know that there's one more item in level. It's a small dungeon. They have the recorder already, but that is huge, like you said. Just great peace of mind knowing exactly where that item is, because that could be in level 9, and that's an awful search to have to go through.
It certainly is, honestly. I'd rather dig out another dungeon first before 9. Because 9 is huge and takes up an entire 8x8 quadrant.
Any key for Digshake. It was in the 5 face of the die room.
As Digshake has the Triforce out of 1, but more importantly, the silver to kill the beast.
Nice find. Digshake is going to be done here and almost certain to immediately now pick up the ladder from the white sword item and probably go immediately back to level 2. Maybe with an up A, actually. It's quite the walk, but having a recorder is nice, and you can just get right back to this spot.
Or is Digshake planning on using this to head up to the level 9 location, which would be good routing from that perspective, because when you have to go up to level 9, when your dungeons are shuffled between their vanilla locations, there's not too many good times to do it, and I would argue that this is one of them.
It is one of them, but the recorder, again, changes that equation, at least in my mind. You have to kind of keep in mind that you can just pop right back to the level 5 spot at this point, holding that Triforce. And he's got to be at least in the back of his mind. If he sees a Dig Dogger block in here in level 3, behind Spectacle Rock, excuse me, he might be a little wishing he went to level 2 first. At least there's a fast map in this linear mess of a level 3.
Name that ink blot, folks.
Yeah.
Because Kingdahl has the Triforce out of 5.
It's a boxer punching a punching bag.
Certainly looks like it. Digshake not interested in the heart container. Interesting.
Some runners, as soon as they have the white sword item, just have no further interest, especially if they have the red ring, in more heart containers to have to fill up after completing a boss room, or collecting the Triforce. They're happy with what they have no interest in mags. Although the wood sword would still make me a little bit nervous. Digshake, though, our 20 seed, obviously confident in his abilities. Let's see how it plays out. Certainly, we have had a lot of runners, no fear of going into Ganon's room with a wood sword for 15 hits.
Well, good thing Digshake had the ladder, because that's a Chevy room. You absolutely need the ladder for that one.
I don't think anybody ever said no to the ladder if it was given to them.
Unless they were crazy enough to try for a ladderless seed, and I've known some folks actually gamble for that at certain points because the opportunity presented itself, only to get burned right at the end. Because it's not officially a ladderless seed until you found the kidnapped and picked up the ladder. By the way, level 3 only had 2 heart containers, so nothing of value there today unless you're after health for the magical sword. At this point.
Digshake picking up the heart container on the floor. Hi, Zelda's room.
And the shutter door closed behind him, has to clear it.
Not even interested in the 5 rupee drop. Kingdahl here is going to try and bomb up through the mugger room, and there is a bomb hole, and there is a staircase.
That does mean that mugger room
and
that I called
it is the bow!
Wow!
Now, Digshake did not try to bomb down into that room. He went 2 rooms up before going left. I was keeping an eye on that because we were saying, is this mugger room useless, required, or not? But that's one way to the bow.
And I got debated on that because I honest to God thought that was going to be just a worthless room. You could get into that room another way. Kingdahl found a way to there, got the bow. Things just got a whole heck of a lot more interesting up in here because both runners have to go back to a completed dungeon to pick up a specific item. For Digshake, it is the bow out of 5. For Kingdahl, it is the silvers out of 1. Digshake also does have to go back to 2 for the recorder, but I believe he is on his way for that right now.
And Digshake probably going to grab that recorder and immediately check the coast. I don't know if he's... Well, he'll burn the bush and discover the bad news at level 9's there, if he hasn't already. And then make the next move.
I'd say next
probably
move at
the level
point.
7 lake at this point.
Recorder Lake would be my guess. But the good news for Digshake here is that he knows where the recorder is. He knows where he has to go. Problem is, for the aforementioned items, neither runner knows precisely where to go.
On the one hand, if there is a Goma block anywhere in 6 or 8, Kingdahl has a slight advantage in already holding the bow, an item that we know it has to be outside of level 9, but he already has it, can get the wooden arrows and take care of business. But it's that it has to be outside of level 9 where the advantage ends. And Kingdahl needs to find the silvers. There's always that possibility. You say, it might be a 9, I better go in there. What if it's there and my opponent finds them first? So this race just got a little spicy.
Oh, it definitely has, just like the MLB playoffs.
Man, you're going to make me want to check scores. Digshake does look to be going to Recorder Lake. Kingdahl finding an already claimed item staircase. We've seen that as this tournament goes on. Who goes back to check an item staircase they've already gotten as Digshake finds level 6.
Yeah, 1 through 6, this tends to be the largest dungeon in the Shapes algorithm, because in Shapes, you're done, well, and the vanilla game, your dungeons are divided out on a 16 by 16, with levels 1 through 6 occupying the upper 8 by 16. 7 and 8 share one 8 by 8 grid, and level 9 shares the bottom 8 by 8 grid, and that was the raft in level 6. Yeah, definitely a right order seed, but you still had to pick up some other things, but that puts us in no mode. We know where the runners have to go, they don't.
What is Kingdahl doing in this staircase? Killing bats for a count?
Possibly. Either that or they're driving him batty.
But Digshake here playing the so-called chain reaction play, cashing in the recorder and getting a raft for it. You can cash in the raft from here and we'll see what happens. Of course, we already know the bow and the silvers, the other two items that they might be interested in, are in different locations. But a Triforce is still there. You gotta go there.
Yeah, so what I'm thinking is Digshake might cash in the raft dungeon immediately after this, thinking the bow is there. It's not. It's in level 5, and he's going to need to... He may have to go through that mugger room that I previously thought was not required. Wow.
So Digshake, he tried to bomb left into the mugger room, and when we saw that staircase, it was a corridor staircase, so of course that's not going to work. But never tried to bomb down. I feel like there might have been slight hesitation, like slight looking at it, but never actually dropped the bomb. If Digshake's tracking well, he should know that's one of the rooms in level 5 when he goes back there that he never explored. Hopefully that's early on the list.
I'd have that as number 1 on the list personally, because I think he went to just about every other room, and if there were any rooms he missed, they were probably in the back. Now, the only thing that could change there is if he missed anything in the back, his routing could be back to front, which isn't a bad idea, admittedly, but not what will work out here.
I think the big thing's going to be Digshake is hoping that there is not a Goma blocked item or really more Goma block Triforce. If there's a Goma block item, Digshake will immediately know, well, that's not the bow. The problem is you need to clear out everything else, and what just happened to level 6?
What in the world? That is like First Quest 6 got a few injections of some sort of illegal banned substance or something. Holy smokes. Name that ink blot.
Dragon spiraling out of control.
Very much so. Holy smokes, Batman.
Of course, Kingdahl's in the entrance room up there. That is that bottom little nub of, I guess, the top right head section of the dragon. The Triforce all the way in the bottom. This is just like level 7. What are you doing, game?
This is not. In terms of trolley dungeon layouts for buried Triforces, this one ranks up there.
Kingdahl's getting the bad news now as well. At least this dungeon was nice enough to give you an early compass and map, so you knew what you were dealing with.
Speaking of knowing what we're dealing with, or at least on Digshake's side, he knows that he's dealing with a Patra.
Patra in a potential push block room, no less. Or not.
Nope. Block didn't move, but that Patra is not coming back to life.
Same room, different enemy set. Drop.
Yeah, but it's 5 rupees. Not like that won't go to good use.
True. Kingdahl needs to find this raft in 8 as well while we're wandering around here. Let's not forget that. We're hype about the silver arrows and the bow, and that revisit. Kingdahl needs to make sure he pulls that raft out of here before leaving.
Yeah, what's stuck in that Moblin's teeth is a non-required fate block.
Shame. It's true. We didn't quite hear the recorder earlier, but chat at this point has definitely heard it, as both runners have gone under the lake. Name that tune as well.
Take a crack at it.
Well, Digshake found a staircase here in 6.
And that's the inferior model.
Wishes he didn't find a staircase in 6. Oh, it's in the Triforce room too. Oh no. It's one of those things where it's not common for a drop to be in the same room as a staircase, especially a staircase item. So very often, if the Triforce is that floor drop, it's one of the last rooms you're going to check for the staircase.
And
To say nothing of the fact that 6 is very linear anyway.
Yeah, 6 is generally a big dungeon, but what does our runners a favor here? Well, about as much of a favor as a level 6 will do, is that it's linear.
Digshake moving to cash in the raft. Goes to our last dungeon, level 8. Immediate staircase.
And immediate transport.
Digshake not even properly killing the rupee boss. Digshake is looking to get these Triforce pieces and get out of here. Of course, at this point, Digshake, like we're saying, still needs to find the bow.
Yeah, and this is where the race kind of starts to swing a bit in Digshake's favor, I feel, as he picks up a heart container. Because under the flag settings, important items cannot be in level 9, so we know the bow, he knows as much as we do, the bow can't be in 9. This puts Kingdahl at a bit of a disadvantage because silvers, despite being required to defeat Ganon, aren't listed as an important item, so they can still be in 9, as well as anywhere else.
Yes, Kingdahl does find the raft, so that part of Kingdahl's required puzzle is done. Digshake, kind of building on that advantage we're talking about, finds 2 very early items in level 8, both heart containers, but more importantly, 2 items off the possible locations where Digshake is going to search for the bow on finding all 8 Triforce pieces if he already hasn't found it.
So at this point, in addition to the Triforce, in addition to everything else he's looking for, he's also looking for something like this, another staircase. It could be the second, or in this case, third item, second item basement. Nope, transport.
Yep, Kingdahl at this point is hoping that Digshake gets caught trying to dig these dungeons out looking for something and just becomes unable to find it. Of course, Digshake also has at least one of the items out of level 7 already, even if there's no Triforce grabbed yet. So every item Digshake has, less digging. You're right, that's a weird ink blot.
That looks like a bird flying off the world's largest cactus. Or a building. Take your pick.
I think it's a ghost waving hello.
True. Also, I don't think that old man's raising TK421. Transmitter's jam.
Yeah. It's been a shame. That thing's been jammed this whole tournament.
Kingdahl sees the Patchers are gonna take it on with just the wooden sword.
Digshake, meanwhile, finds a compass on the floor in level 8. Just making his search that much easier, at least for one of the items he's looking for.
Yep.
So at this point, Digshake doesn't even need to clear out rooms to find out if the compass or the Triforce are there. Is only looking for a potential push block room like, say, this one.
And it does push, so this could be the staircase. It is, and level 8 had not 1, not 2, but 3 heart containers.
Level 8 full of love, but like we were saying, more importantly, Digshake now knows the bow is not in level 8. and a lone Dodongo guards the Triforce. Unfortunately, Digshake missed that single bomb drop. Probably not too worried about it, holding 7 pieces of the Triforce now.
And 7 bombs, and I believe it was Kingdahl that got the bomb upgrade, so that would have only popped him out at 8, so not the worst thing that could have happened.
Agreed. Digshake likely picking up a potion here on the way to the level 1 spot, or just moving along, confident in his 8 hearts.
He's moving along. I mean, might have stopped for it, but he's definitely got the skills and the confidence to where he feels like he doesn't need it. But if he does need it, he knows where to go.
No, you don't get to be the 20 seed in this tournament by not taking a few risks here and there. Digshake, I believe this is going to be a transport staircase.
Mm-hmm.
Digshake may very well have both items out of level 7 already, since we know the wand was one of them, and is just looking to get the triangle and run. Oh, no. This tells me that the floor drop is still at large. Well...
Well, was at large. Actually, we had seen both items, but from both runners as Kingdahl bails on scrap metal. This is why Digshake could not finish level 7. That key door right there. He had no keys and was key blocked, as Kingdahl has the Triforce out of level 6.
Digshake, I'm guessing at this point might be trying to reset the room, but now is whipping out the bombs to remove this blue Wizrobe infestation. I think there's still a Wallmaster to contend with. That is hopefully not going to cause any trouble here.
Nah, no trouble at all. Went down with 1 shot from the wand. Now he's not heading to level 9 just yet. What Digshake has to do is he has to go back to a dungeon where he has not cleared all the items out of yet in order to find the bow. We know he has to go to level 5, but is that where he goes first, or does he head someplace else as Kingdahl enters level 8?
Trying to think what the options are. I'm pretty sure Digshake has everything out of at least level 1 and 2. That means 3 would be next in line, but I believe that was 2 heart containers. That leaves really 4 and 5 are the only options for Digshake.
I believe you're right, because level 7 just got eliminated.
And I believe both runners found the staircase heart container that lies in level 4. So Digshake is unfortunately looking for a floor drop.
That Patra wasn't going to have it, so he just skillfully maneuvers around it without taking too much damage.
Kingdahl is mad about something here, but gets the Triforce. Not what he's looking for, but you're not going to say no to that.
Oh gosh, no, because that's the white sword. That is a major offense upgrade for Digshake, because now the sword does even more damage, and that'll really help with the combat.
Especially against the Wizrobes and the pig. So Digshake back into 5 now. That map looks a lot smaller than I remember Digshake looking at it.
Perhaps he didn't explore as much of this dungeon as we thought. Perhaps it was Kingdahl who saw the mugger room. So this could be a bit for Digshake. That gives Kingdahl a small window to make a comeback, but he would have to go back to level 1 before going to 9 if he's going to have a chance here. I mean, sure, we never say never. Level 9 could still do the Great Equalizer routine. But, then again, that's why we say it ain't over until Done's in IRC.
Kingdahl building information here. And I mean, we saw when Digshake went into... Digshake's going to leave that room right there. When Digshake was exploring level 8, Digshake kind of found those items really fast. But the best thing that might happen for Kingdahl is going into level 9 and very quickly finding 2 item staircases. At that point, confirming the silvers are not there. The silver lies elsewhere. That would give Kingdahl a fighting chance.
But there's also no guarantee that you'll be able to get to both staircases in level 9.
You can't bomb down to it either.
That mugger room is hard required. Wow, that is such a trolly move. Holy smokes.
It's a weight-bearing mugger. Guarding a bomb wall. Locking a seed.
And to be blocking the seed, blocking the progression, that level 4 is segmented, name that ink blot. But it is suffice to say that I never saw that one coming.
Level 4 did, and it said, come get me. So Kingdahl, we know, found the heart container in the staircase. Now has the white sword, so obviously found the floor item. I guess just doesn't have the compass to know where the Triforce is yet. Kingdahl's gonna kill all these wall masters. Getting money off of the wall masters or trying to force a drop, normally not a bad idea, but there was already a drop in that room. Oh, could be looking for just heart containers, because I see Kingdahl just got back up to 3 hearts.
Yeah, if you're trying to grind health off enemies, wall masters aren't a bad idea, even though they tend to drop a lot of money. But that's because they're easy to beat. But be careful, do not get grabbed, or else you're going right back to the start of the dungeon.
Kingdahl's going to earn a compass for his efforts against the Blue Wizrobes, while Digshake stops to ponder, where have I not been in level 5 yet? And it's going to probably come back to that mugger area.
Well, now we know
soon.
The floor item in level 5 is Lord Banana. Kingdahl grabbed it, but Digshake is left to ponder.
All hail.
Going for a ladder clip.
Not sure that horizontal ladder clip is the move you might want to do here with Blue Wizrobes. Gonna go for an alternate path to that triangle. Kingdahl trying to make the comeback while Digshake seeks the bow.
But now that he's seen the floor item, regardless of what it is, he knows it's down a staircase, as Kingdahl has the Triforce out of level 4.
It's that red Wizrobe BMO statue room, but Kingdahl got a clock off of one of the early red Wizrobes. Lucky clock makes that easy. Kingdahl's got to make a beeline. We know to level 1 to find the silvers, but he's probably going to make the beeline to level 3 first to claim the last piece of the Triforce. Oh, Kingdahl hasn't been up to Spectacle Rock at all yet, has he?
I don't think so, so I think he's making that move right now. He may dig out 3, but unfortunately for him, that's not the play. It'll get him 2 hearts, but now that both runners have the white sword, that's definitely not going to be the solution.
Yeah, white sword and red ring, especially for the upper echelon of runners in this tournament, usually good enough and not something you're going to worry about. If you're already at level 6, certainly it'll save a decent chunk of time still, as Digshake gives a heart container to the mugger. But he's going to find that bow right now and be on his way in go mode.
Yeah, this will be go mode for Digshake, as he had to full clear level 5, but he did it. And he got the bow. One of the nastiest bow locations I've seen in a while. But he's in go mode. He's off to level 9. What are we looking for in level 9, Mr. Cab?
We are looking and listening as we wander through level 9 for the roar of Ganon and an interesting shutter door. If you are in a room immediately adjacent to Ganon, you're going to hear him. Ganon wants you to hear him. One room north, south, east, or west, you can hear the roar of Ganon. Just make sure that you clear out a boss that's in the way. You're going to hear Gleeok over Ganon, and you want to make sure you have the two separated. We're also looking for a shutter door that, despite all their signs it should open, like clearing out all the enemies, refuses to open. That means the kidnapped is behind that door if Ganon still lives. Of course, if we have the Triforce of Power, we're looking for that Triforce to open for no apparent reason, even with enemies all throughout the room. That also means Zelda, the kidnapped, is on the other side of that door. So we're going to see what Digshake does here in level 9.
Takes a staircase, a linear opening, and it's also worth noting that Aquamentus also has the same roar of a Gleeok and Ganon, so you want to get those out of the way too.
Yep, Patras, Dodongos, everybody else still masks the roar of Ganon, so not a bad idea if you clear out a room with one of those things to just leave it and come back just to double check things. Ganon's room's in 9.
But it's being cleaned up by a manhandler, apparently. Must have been cleaning day.
Well, Ganon likes plants, it helps calm the soul.
Not sure I'd take a poison tree for that regard, but anyway.
I think that's why we locked Ganon in level 9 in the first place. Just bad gardening choices.
Yep. Something like that.
There's a single shutter door.
Is this the one? Where's Kingdahl? Nope, it's not.
Kingdahl found Zelda's room, as Digshake did earlier. Zelda not in it.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Digshake not clearing a lot of these rooms, but does find a compass just sitting on the floor. Really, the only reason holding an any key and a full pack of bombs to clear a room in level 9 is to find the compass, hope it drops. That way you know exactly where the kidnapped is. Of course, Zelda's room all the way on the opposite side of 9. Digshake bombing walls here.
He might have heard something. We do not have his audio in our ears, so we're not sure. But he is checking at least the staircase for now. And judging by the way he's turned back, I'd say he's heard something.
That's what I'm thinking too. I don't think that was the top row, so it's possible, but he's going to keep going this way. He would have gone up and around again if something was there.
Kingdahl's entering level 9. Unfortunately, this is not the play. We know the silvers are in 1, but actually, Digshake just found him. We got a Ganon sighting.
8 stabs from the white sword required. 3 already in, 4, 5. Oh, we've got a stun lock. Kingdahl finding one of the 2 items in 9 relatively quickly, at least. Unfortunately, just the book, not even a heart container.
As for Digshake, we got bacon, because down goes Ganon. Now, Kingdahl is still going to apparently try to go for the second item in level 9. But there is, like I said, there's no guarantee that that item isn't blocked by Zelda's room. Because I've seen it happen before. A heart container could be down a staircase that is past the princess.
At the very least, I would say it's usually worthwhile if you're making this play. At the worst thing you're getting is information about level 9. If you can get a route to the pig and a route to the kidnapped while you're searching for that second item, that's not stuff that you'll at least have wasted too much time on. You're going to use that knowledge when you come back. Of course, Digshake now apparently 2 rooms away. Can't make the last turn. and the bomb walls are not helping. Oof.
He's got to find another way.
Maybe this path to the bottom row of the dungeon will be there. It's going to take more bombs if it is the right path.
No, not quite.
A reprieve for Kingdahl.
Albeit a momentary one.
I think the compass is somewhere in this top right corner as well. This is a kind of interesting position for Digshake. An extra row up past the Ganon's room, manhandle a floor sweeper.
That wall doesn't give. And unfortunately, you're not able to force a drop off like likes because they don't drop anything.
Look where Kingdahl is. That's the path to Zelda.
Kingdahl found the route, but does not have the silvers.
I think they might be about to high five, though. Digshake's on the path. He's definitely going to go south with the compass. Kingdahl found a lot of the information, but it's just not going to be enough.
Yeah, he put up a heck of a fight in this seed, but unfortunately, it's just not going to be enough because all it takes is one detail to determine who wins a game and a series, and in this case, get your GGs in chat for our winner and moving on, and that's Digshake. He clocks in with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 3 minutes, 2 seconds.
Very nice. And like you said, sometimes it's just that one item. And we were saying it when it happened. The bow is the item that can't be in 9, so Digshake knows don't go to 9 without it. The silver is the one that can be in 9. Kingdahl likely to search 9 for it. And that is definitely the determining factor of this race. And let's face it, level 1 full of wizrobes, I wouldn't want to dig it either.
Understandably so. That's not something I would want to dig. And we are not seeing what the recorder theme is on Digshake's side. Interesting.
The recorder theme was apparently the recorder theme from Zelda 1.
Well, if that's the case, chat, I hope I'm wrong, but if that's the case, you know what to do. And we're joined by Digshake, our winner. GG, well played.
Hey, thanks.
So this turned out into a very interesting seed in a hurry because Kingdahl was actually the first one to get to the ladder and then to the recorder, and the first to get the bow out of 5. What turned the race in your favor is that you dug the silver arrows out of level 1. He did not. He left it and left the item behind. You had to go back for 5, but by that point, you had already turned things around into your favor.
I'm not surprised that he got those things first at all. I mean, I figured that was entirely possible based on the way that I played and the way I know Kingdahl played. Yeah. I mean, I thought the seed was pretty straightforward. Seeing the flute in 2 like that was a little annoying, but not too bad.
I guess the real question is, how annoyed were you by that mugger in level 5 that ended up blocking the bow?
Only mildly. I had actually forgotten that I didn't get the basement item out of there, so when I saw the boomerang on the ground, I was a little bit confused for a second, but, you know, there were only like 3 rooms left, so there wasn't much work left to do. The most frustrating part of the seed for me was trying to grind rupees for the candle. That was the one thing that I sort of would take back. Everything else I thought was.
Yep, and I mean, we're focused on the bow a lot here, but that early wand out of level 7, I think Kingdahl still hasn't gotten that bow. Definitely helped you a lot, even with all the Wizrobes you had to battle.
Oh, wow, yeah, that wand was, I mean, 3 rooms in, and when I saw that, I know how much he loves the wand. I figured that he would be very happy to see it, so now I'm kind of sad that he didn't get it.
Well, the only thing that kept you from getting the Triforce first time out of 7, I feel, was that key block.
Yeah, but if I had made it there with the Wizrobes and stuff, I would have been in trouble anyway, so it's not that big of a deal.
Kingdahl still looking for... I'm not sure if he's figured out where Ganon is yet. He's still looking for this second item in 9. We did find the book.
I think he's got to be close.
So does he still not have the silvers, or is he...
He got
Still
the
no
bow,
silvers.
but noped out of 1 before going the path to the silvers. But with that enemy set, I can't blame him, because that was nasty.
And the usual thing that happens, you're missing an item that can't be a 9, so you know not to enter 9. Kingdahl's missing an item that can be a 9. He's a 9.
Yeah, I guess I never found the map in there. It must have been in that room with like 5 or 6 blue guys.
The ink blot is on screen now. It actually only has 1 hole in the Swiss cheese right now. It looks like some sort of weird alien head, I guess. Maybe it's one of the animals.
Possible. It's a 58 room 9, and that's a lot of ground to cover.
All right, guys. Well, thanks so much for calling the race. I really appreciate it, and can't wait to see who's waiting for me in the next round.
It looks like you get either Thurwolf or Crimson Avix.
Oh,
Any
nice.
Any preference on who you'd rather face in that round, as Kingdahl has found Ganon's room, but has no way out.
Well, I mean, me and Thurwolf are friends, so I think that would be a fun rivalry. Krim, though, goes way back. I remember playing rando races with Krim, way back, probably 4 or 5 years ago at least. So that would also be a very fun matchup.
Yeah, I think both matchups would be interesting potentially.
Yep, I'm looking forward to it either way, and thanks everybody for watching. Thanks for Krim for running the restream, and thanks guys for calling the race.
It was our pleasure, GG, and good luck in the next round.
See you around.
And don't forget to follow our runners. Links to their Twitch channels in chat, spelled just like they are on the screen. Definitely give them both a follow, because without these racers, we don't have a tournament. So give them some support. We have a corridor staircase and an interesting location in 9 here. We haven't seen this one yet.
I don't think we've seen where this goes either. Oh no, we have. A lot closer to Zelda than we think.
Still 2 rooms nearby that we haven't seen yet. Kingdahl also on his last bomb. Never something you want to see in level 9.
Oh yeah, really do not want to see this.
Another staircase.
But with bombs in the room, so now up to 5.
Nice. We haven't seen these rooms.
No, and that explains why you couldn't bomb into that one either.
There have been a lot of corridor staircases here in 9, which, as we're alluding to, you cannot bomb into that staircase wall. potential push block here for a staircase. Only potential, and no door to Zelda.
Yep, no door to Zelda, no block moving.
Kingdahl at this point, I think, is just determined to find this item in 9, whatever the cost.
Problem is, this could be a situation like I was alluding to, where the second item is blocked by Zelda's room. It certainly can happen, because I've seen it and I've experienced it myself.
Is it possible for both items to be behind the princess?
That I am not sure. If in the event the silvers are a 9, then that's definitely not going to happen.
Right.
Otherwise, that is a very good question. Maybe chat knows something we don't on that?
Now, there's only the one room immediately to the left of where the compass is pointing that I think we haven't seen that could possibly be blocked by the kidnapped. The rest of what we haven't seen in 9 is in that southeast, that bottom right area of the map. It's not quite filled in yet.
Yeah, and that room that's jutting out is where Ganon is, so it's also possible that Ganon's blocking the second item. Now, the way the logic is set up, if silvers were there, you'd have to have a bomb hole there to be able to bomb out of Ganon's room. It's a rarity, but it is something that can happen.
Yeah, Kingdahl at this point has found the pig, has found the princess, has found one of the items in 9. This is definitely where, just rather than bang your head against the wall in frustration, it might be worth it to take that quick break and see where the other items actually are, especially in the smaller dungeons. And, 1 is usually at the top of that list.
Yeah, in terms of small dungeons, 1 is number 1.
The bombed holes in the walls here in level 9, just marking that Kingdahl has in fact been here before.
Well, here's a staircase we haven't seen yet, and a room we haven't seen yet, and it is the red candle. It happened to be in level 9. Kingdahl is
bombing the passageway closed behind him.
That's a new one. Usually I see the item get bombed or abused in some manner, but the passageway? That's a new one.
Might have been a frame-perfect turnaround. Either way, Kingdahl claims his well-earned prize deep inside of level 9.
A red candle, and I guess Fred take notes as to what to do with trolley basement items. Looking for bombs, he picks the right level, but doesn't have any bombs. I don't know if bombs were the requirement to get to the silvers, but we shall. So to answer chat, the flag set we are using is the GDQ Light Flag set, which, to summarize, is a first quest overworld with first quest dungeons, first quest rooms in the dungeons. What's randomized is this. Your items are shuffled, your hearts are shuffled, your enemy groups are shuffled within the dungeons as Kingdahl gets grabbed by the Wall Master. That's a quick trip back to start. And in addition to shapes being on, which shuffles the dungeon's shapes, enemy HP is plus, or can roll either plus 2 HP, minus 2 HP, or something in between.
Kingdahl here hopefully remembers it's a staircase item in level 1 we're after. These are the first quest item distributions, so level 1 had 3 items in it, now just down to the 1.
And there's that bomb drop he was looking for. Now, he does not have the map, so he does not know where to bomb. It's literally the classic case of find the bomb hole.
You know that you shouldn't have to bomb too much to find the map. You know that the dungeon does have to stretch all the way down to the bottom row of the map. You also know Kingdahl has a white sword and a red ring. Just take care of that Gleeok.
Yeah, he opts to let it live, albeit after giving it a bit of a beating.
That's just rude.
Not nearly as rude as Blue Wizrobes.
This combat's not bad here. White sword does wonders for taking care of Blue Wizrobes. There we go.
Now he knows where to go. Honestly, it looks like a faucet that's running.
Yep. We are in agreement on this one. Is it all the way at the bottom?
It's all the way at the bottom, quite literally. Not able to get a bomb drop, but more importantly, has found the staircase. This is where he'll claim his silvers and enter go mode.
Kingdahl now has all the information he needs to take care of Ganon.
He did get a fairy drop.
Always helps. You want to have more than just those 3 hearts, even with a red ring, since Ganon's famous Hyrule driver will take an entire heart off, even with the ring. It's Kingdahl again showing off that ramp boost with the candle. We saw Kingdahl visit a couple of staircases in level 4 earlier multiple times. Let's see how his mapping of level 9 works out. Will he be able to go directly to the pig? Or at least follow the same circuitous route he might have already seen. I don't think we saw an especially direct route already. Kingdahl realizing he has 234 rupees. Apparently, I'm gonna say he's just mashing buttons on the control pad and letting the arrows fly.
Yeah, I'd say so.
An effective strategy against Tektites, apparently.
Well, the movement of Tektites being as erratic as it is, not a bad idea.
Why bother aiming?
Well, I mean, if you say that to a pilot, that might be a different story, but I'll leave it at that. It appears as though this route to Ganon was kind of a long and winding one.
Yeah, it's this kind of up and around thing.
Yeah, it's definitely an up and around route, no real direct path. I believe he's just north of the room, has to clear this room first.
Yeah, there we go.
Yep, there we go for the final time tonight. Here's Ganon.
Kingdahl might be out of the tournament, but he's still going to make Ganon pay.
Might as well, as this was one heck of a race that was really close and came down to who went to the right dungeon first. We knew what dungeons they were at the time, but at the end, Digshake went to 5 first before Kingdahl went to 1. That was the big difference here.
Kingdahl setting Ganon on fire before reaching for bombs and then reaching for the silver arrows.
Well, we've got some charbroiled bacon for you guys today.
Bacon bits and bacon bits and bacon bits.
Well, that's the bacon bits, everybody.
I don't think anybody's brought us bacon bits. I think I'm gonna have to ask the tournament organizers later. Does that mean Kingdahl retroactively wins the race for coming up with bacon bits? I'm being told to stop asking stupid questions. Okay. Kingdahl is presumably at this point knows the route to Zelda. He actually found the door to Zelda's room first. Pops out of the staircase actually 2 rooms away.
Bombs it for good measure.
Bombs everything. He's got 5 bombs and 212 arrows to use here before this is all over.
Yeah.
Misses the key.
Misses the keys, but that's okay. He's just gonna... And we get the special screen at the end. That happens when you end a game with an explosion. You see it Metroid 1. You've seen it here. Get your GGs in chat for Kingdahl, who finishes with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 22 minutes, 40 seconds.
Get your GGs out. Round of applause for Kingdahl sticking this one out, finding those silver arrows, and giving Ganon the death he deserves.
Safe to say he really gave Ganon the business.
15 yards. Oh my goodness. Bit of a shame that it worked out that way for Kingdahl, needing an item that could be in 9. Of course, it wasn't in 9. Made the move many of us would have made, and that second item winning the game of hide and seek over everybody else. Of course, level 1 being infested with Wizrobes, that map even in a Wizrobe room, just hiding the silver arrows from Kingdahl for too long in this scene. We're just checking in to see if Kingdahl has any words he wants to share with everybody out here about this seed. While we're doing that, again, definitely follow our runners, Digshake and Kingdahl. Their links are out there in chat, spelled just like they are on the screen. While you're at it, follow my co-commentator, Leslie Pro. You follow me if you really want to. Also, shoutouts to Crimson Avix for running this stream and Randomania. Shoutouts to basically everybody who organized this tournament, and you chat, the fans, because, well, we're doing this for you.
And while we wait, here's what we're looking at on the docket tomorrow, and we're leading off hot at 1 o'clock with a winner-take-all Game 3 between Kevin856 and my co-com, Mr. Cab. That's going to be fun. No channels have been assigned as of yet, so keep that in mind. At 6 o'clock, Game 1 between Jay Coper and Dude. Game 2 between Antlers44 and Willard J. Bradley at 7:30. Did I say 6 for the previous match? I meant 7. My bad. Been a long day. Anyway.
These times are all Eastern?
Yep, that they are. And at 8 o'clock, Unos versus NY Rambler. That's Game 2. Worth noting that Jay Coper and Dude are playing Game 2 immediately following their Game 1. The listed time is 8:30, but that could change depending on how quick the first seed goes, so stay tuned on that front. If necessary, and nobody say anything, There will be a game 3 between Amazing Toaster and Nochibato at 9. Fury SK versus Liquid Husband game 2 at 9:30. Shaddy versus Slidic at 10. And to round out the night, if necessary, Fury SK and Liquid Husband play game 3 at 11. Again, no channels have been decided as of yet, so stay tuned.
It does look like Kingdahl is a little drained from that seed. I can't blame him for that one at all. I think he already expressed himself better than any words could with the amount of damage inflicted upon that pig.
Yep, it's like the hashtag the Red Sox used after they won it all last year. Damage done.
So that might be that. I'm getting word we have a host target.
Yep, that we do. So I'd say it's time we wrap it up. Final thoughts on this seed, because this turned into a real barn burner.
It's a couple of the classic things we see. It started as a little bit of a right order seed, but there's always, no matter what those enemies are in level 1, just get your 3 items out of level 1. Seems to be the moral of today's story. Of course, that's only today because this is randomizer, and every day it changes. Today, level 8 had 3 hearts. Many times, level 1 has 3 hearts. And I mean, digging level 9, it's not a bad play, but you have to know when to give it up. It's just random.
Yeah, that's random for you. And we also had 2 dungeons that had only hearts in it. You don't see that every
Inte så
day.
mycket combat egentligen behövdes.
Heart shuffle can be cruel.
Oh yeah, no doubt about that. And with that, I'd say it's time we call it a night, because for our restreamer Crimson Avix, our tracker Shton1, and our 2 runners, and my co-com Mr. Cab 55, I'm Leslie
I've got to
Pro.
apologize for missing Shaitan 1 earlier. Definitely give our tracker a follow as well.
Absolutely. And with that, I am Leslie Pro. Have yourself a good night. Take care. Watch out for Lionels, and we will see you in the next race.
Have a good one.